Hey John, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, JR. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good. I'm excited about our new partnership with Ascender by Force Management. So I want to get right into it. Our candidates are going to now be getting an Ascender, a 1-year Ascender subscription as part of taking a role in our hiring network. And I wanted them to hear kind of directly from you some of the benefits of it. So from your perspective, John, can you talk a little bit about what the benefits of Ascender are for an early stage salesperson in the technology space?
Yeah. So, dude, first of all, congratulations and you know, congratulations on what you're launching. I think is so awesome, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. Look, the benefits of Ascender. We've Force Management's been out there for 20 years, and in that process, we've had the ability to work with some of the greatest companies on the planet, some of the greatest technology companies on the planet. And what always happened was your learning and development was kind of, attached to whether or not your company was going to invest in, some type of methodology or some type of qualification criteria or whatever. But your learning was kind of attached to whatever your company was going to do. And and so we constantly, JR, had people calling us, and you even called us, I think, in the early days of, hey, dude, what else can I be doing? What else can my team be doing to kind of continue to take this? And I'll call it knowledge, skills, and then character is like, what can we do to kind of take that to the next level? And so, we thought about it, and we thought about basically the knowledge and skills for individual contributors, um, and creating a community of elite minded people. It doesn't mean you have to be elite in your career on how much experience you have, but elite minded is different than the amount of experience you have. And what I love about your community is that they are typically coming from that elite mindset. And so the benefits of Ascender are the knowledge and skills required in order to be elite in a sales profession is exactly what Ascender is. And then the character that's involved in that is creating a community of like-minded people. And we're so excited that you're bringing the people that you're bringing into the community, because it's just upping what I would call like upping the gene pool of the community in Ascender. And that's no disrespect to anybody. People that make a commitment in athletics really understand the benefits of understanding the fundamentals. And then taking those fundamentals to the next level is really what the character is all about. We all get exposed to the fundamentals. I think you and I did a podcast and we were talking about, how did you know that you were either going to make it or not going to make it? And for me, it was a direct reflection of watching fundamentals and understanding what's required to be great, and then taking those fundamentals to the highest possible ability that I could take it. It's exactly what we did with Ascender. And so I want you to think about the benefits of Ascender are, these are the fundamentals that are not only required, but they are the fundamentals that turn out to be the keys for long-term success in sales. And that's the biggest benefit of Ascender for me and for your people that you're recruiting and that you're working with, bringing them into our community with already having that mindset of, they already get it. We don't have to tell them, hey, look for the fundamentals. They're already looking for the fundamentals. And I think what's going to be a benefit for them is they're going to be, okay, that's what great looks like. Let's go to work. And that is, for me, I think the biggest benefit for your peeps that are coming in is that the fundamentals will be very, very clear. They'll be very, very recognizable, and there'll be a path to greatness. And for an athlete looking at that, I think that's just a home run.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Now, kind of switching gears a little bit, a big piece of this for us is like we also get to tell not just our candidates, but our hiring partners that our candidates are going to be able to get MEDDICC certified in their first couple quarters in the seat by Force Management through Ascender. Can you talk a little bit about the benefits of learning MEDDICC early on in your sales career? Because this is their first sales job in technology.
Yeah, dude. So for me, MEDDICC is the worldwide standard of excellence in qualification. And I don't care what industry you're going in. I don't care whether it's technology. I don't care whether it's consumer goods. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's manufacturing. Look, I was on the phone with a VP of manufacturing we just released a podcast on Kara Bossi, who's at MW Components. They are selling components and manufactured components. They use MEDDICC and MEDDICC. Why do they use it? Well, it all came from one of the fastest growing software companies on the planet back in the day. And I was really, really lucky to work for that company. It was a company called PTC. They went from 0 to $1 billion in less than 10 years. The stock split 5 times in 7 years. They became known for the greatest sales execution in the history of software. Okay, but let's break it down into really why. We were the most predictable software company on the planet, and still nobody has reached this level of predictability. JR, we went 43 straight quarters with never missing our number to Wall Street. That's over 10 years, and that's almost impossible to do. But let me break it down to you on how we did it. MEDDICC was born, and MEDDICC, which has become MEDDICC, and the only difference in the acronyms is that paper process was added later. You're going to learn all that when you join up with JR and you get into the Ascender community, and you're really going to want to do that, because it's like the language of excellence. It is the standard for excellence. It is a language and a standard and a qualification criteria which will translate all over the world, from Charlotte, North Carolina to Tokyo, Japan. No matter where you are, this qualification criteria has become the industry standard. Okay, so that's kind of the why. Let me tell you, like, the benefit for me. Learning it when I learned it I was really, really lucky. That was back in 1996, JR. And learning it became a part of my bones, a part of the very fabric of what I do. And I say the 3 biggest skills, the 3 most elite skills, and you'll get this in the Ascender platform. And so listen up, folks that are listening to this. What JR and his team at the Shift Group are going to do is they're going to expose you to greatness around 3 critical skills for me: attaching to the biggest business issue facing your customer, influencing decision criteria with your differentiation. They're going to teach you the knowledge and the skills associated with how to do that. And the 3rd critical skill is to be a veracious qualifier. What is MEDDICC and MEDDICC and all the variations of that? It is learning how to be a veracious qualifier. And I believe the most elite sellers on the planet, if you're nothing else and you're a veracious qualifier, you will be great. And so learning how to do that at a very early point in my career was very beneficial to me, because, as I said, that became the foundation and the fundamentals. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that say, okay, do you know MEDDICC? Yeah, I know MEDDICC. Knowing MEDDICC, what knowing MEDDICC and MEDDICC means to me is it's in the very fabric of your bones. It is how you talk. It is the questions you ask. It is the way that you ascend inside of an account and get to economic buyers and what have you. And so knowing MEDDICC versus learning MEDDICC is a completely different scenario. And I will tell you, the Shift Group and the partnership with Ascender, this partnership will be known for people that are involved in this partnership and involved in this platform with Ascender, and then are represented by the Shift Group. They will not be there won't be a check in the box where, hey, this person knows MEDDICC. It'll be, this person has MEDDICC in the very fabric of their bones. You start your career that way, and you'll be known for it. It'll be, for me, I'm 59 years old today, dude. It is the gift that keeps on giving. And but I want to just warn people, there's a lot of people out there that say they know MEDDICC versus a lot of people out there that, you know, MEDDICC is the very fabric of how they operate. And that's what you're going to get exposed to on the platform.
I love it, John. I'm so
Let's rip
excited.
some faces off, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
Who's doing this?
Who's
Let's
doing
go.
this, brother? Hey, anybody that signs up with the shift group and then, you know, signs in those, and then the shift group is so so honorable for you to, you know, make that a part of the candidate's process. I just think that it's people won't really understand it, JR, in the beginning when you're talking about it. They won't really understand what you're providing for them and how great it will be. But once they get out there and people go, oh, you understand MEDDICC, or oh, you're part of the shift group, or oh, you're, you know, you're part of the Ascender platform. I want people just to, when you say who's doing this, to get a feeling of it'll be uncommon and it will be valuable.
I love it. Thank you so much, John.
You're welcome, brother. Go get them, dude.
All right. Thank you.
See you, buddy.